Coach, to start the season, I mean, the personnel, who you had, but did you see in your team that later in the season that you'd be, right now at this point in the new year, second place, half game back of a first, 7 game winning streak. I know it's been a while. I can't remember when's the last time HSU, reeled off 7 straight. But did you see this in this team?
As far as the streak, no, I never really foresee something like that. But, I really did see just from last year to this year, even at the end of last year, just a lot of growth in the team in a number of different ways. So coming into this year with our returners and then the addition of Tyla and Issa and Giovanna and Darian, who are both redshirts last year, I was hopeful that some things that we had to teach, so to speak, or really give it the girls an understanding of how to win. And I know I keep saying it, but last year I just didn't really feel like we knew how to win. And so from that standpoint, I expected us to be better in those areas as far as our basketball IQ and how we actually perform on the court. I mean, that's the day-to-day thing. And we obviously have a lot of work to do, and we still have a lot of work to do just to become the best basketball team that we can.
Is there any point where you could just maybe wish you could stay in 2017 and now have to have a new year?
Well, obviously 2017, at least the month of December, I should say, was a good month for us. But, it's about each and every game and really just coming out every single day in practice. I do love this time of year when, there's not school that the girls have to worry about, and we can really get a lot of time in the gym and just focus on. Typically, our teams get better this time of year, and we're hopeful that that'll be the case with us.
For the schedule makers, congratulations. The fact that you guys are going down to San Diego this week and, top two teams that haven't lost in a while from a basketball standpoint for fans. I mean, it's too bad it's down there this weekend, but wow, what a great game this is going to be this week.
There's no question. I mean, obviously, it's going to be a great game between the two teams. I have a lot of respect for Heidi, their head coach, and she does a phenomenal job with their program. And as I was telling our team, in my opinion, I think San Diego is one of, if not the most, just disciplined and efficient teams in our conference. And we know that going in. And, there's some things that these last weekend that, we came out with 2 wins, but there were some areas that we weren't really pleased with. And, we just can't make those mistakes, let alone against a team like San Diego. We just have to be extremely efficient ourselves and limit our defensive mistakes.
What have you seen from San Diego that makes them so good?
Well, just they run a very good offense. They have a lot of movement in their offense. They have a great balance from their inside game, and then they have great three-point shooters. I mean, they're just constantly moving, and like I said, they're just disciplined. They run their offense very, very well, and they're efficient. They don't make a lot of mistakes. So obviously what that means for us is, we go into every game a little bit different as far as what our defensive scheme is and our defensive plan going into the game, which we will do the same thing with San Diego. We just have to try to take them out of what they want to do and take them out of their comfort zone.
This is one of your furthest road trips in San Diego, knowing that there is no school, does that kind of take, I guess, a little bit of the pressure off, going so far this week and facing some good competition?
Well, as I always say, I prefer to be on the road, whether we're in school or not in school. I just feel like there's less distractions. I'm kind of glad we're on the road this week, to be honest with you, just because, again, less distractions. We're together throughout the entire day. Our days are very structured and very focused when we're on the road. So I actually prefer it. So whether we're in school or not, I'm anxious, and I'm glad we're going down to San Diego this week.
For your team, talked about it, saying that you're more experienced kind of getting more playing time with everybody from the start to now. But what have you seen the reasoning for you guys playing so well right now?
Well, for a large part of the success that we've had thus far, a large part of it has been relied on the defensive end of the court. The last couple games, we have gotten our offense going a little bit more, where we've had balance in our scoring attack with multiple players and double-digit scoring, which obviously is going to make it much more difficult for our opponents when we have that kind of balance. So as much as we do want our defense to kind of energize us and get us going, we can only be so good if we don't have that balance on the offensive end. So when we have both, we feel like we're giving ourselves a good chance to at least be in position to win a game.
Remember, the games, if your games have been pretty close halftime-wise, score-wise, but what has been kind of the difference for you guys in the second half?
Well, the last couple games actually this week, I felt like we started the third quarter off pretty well. The part that I was not happy with was I didn't feel like we finished either game very well for two different reasons. In the Dominguez Hills games, we got really sloppy and had some very careless turnovers down the stretch. And then in the Cal State LA game, we were giving up way too many threes down the stretch in the last 3-4 minutes of the game and really did not take LA out of what they were trying to do. We were just very fortunate that we had the lead that we had. But I've explained to the team, and we had a good film session yesterday on, those scenarios are very, very crucial, and you have to handle the last 4 or 5 minutes of a game differently than you play the first 4 or 5 minutes of a game, and just getting them to understand that and what we need to do on our end.
All right, Coach.